I urge European states to build on the surge of human feeling by putting in place an architecture of migration governance that is far more comprehensive, thoughtful, principled, and effective. We need expanded channels of regular migration and resettlement, two measures which would prevent deaths and cut smuggling. Detention, particularly of children, and all forms of ill treatment should cease at borders and elsewhere. I concur that there is no one swift solution to the terror, the trauma, the deprivation, and neglect that drive so many millions of people to leave all that they have and all they have ever known. To restore human rights in their homelands will take long and focused work, and yes, it is true the people most responsible for their migration are those leaders who have failed to uphold human rights and robbed their people of hope. After a year as UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, I, together with many of my colleagues at the office, feel exhausted and angry. Exhausted because the system is barely able to cope given the resources available to it, while human misery accelerates. From poverty of annihilating proportions in many conflict-ridden areas where peace remains elusive, to the denial of the civil and political rights of peoples trapped between the pincers of ruthless extremists and governments fighting them. Hatred, bigotry, racism, it all seems too overwhelming. And angry because it seems that little that we say or that we say will change this. To take one utterly shameful example, despite the horrific human rights violations in Syria that have been investigated, enumerated, discussed, we must continue to deplore the international community's failure to act. Unless we change dramatically in how we think and behave as international actors, member states, international governmental organizations, or intergovernmental organizations and non-governmental organizations alike, all of us in the human rights community will be inconsequential in the face of such mounting violations.